Hello everyone, welcome back. I just want to bring you up to date. I've been doing a little bit of work. I went to Home Depot and I found this is the wood stick that I was telling you about, which is going to be the molding. I think you can see that. Wait a minute. Okay, we're in focus. Okay, now this is the molding that's in the room. I went ahead and what I did was painted it with this paint that I bought, and these are some of the brushes that I'm gonna show you the one I use. This is the brush, the paintbrush that I use, and it is Art Smith. And as you can see, it has a very tiny little brush. And so I painted it, let it dry, and then I cut it to size. What I tend to do is I don't use a measuring tape or stick that often. Because the Style House is handmade by someone and it's an original, for one, it's not, I just don't want to use any of that because it's so small, such small space. This is the room that Indonesian, Asian, Middle Eastern all that I said in the previous video. This is that room. Now to get this measure, because I wanted it to make sure that it was going to be right, I just used these little pieces of wood, which is kind of like more of a paper wood. And then you can see, I guess, maybe you can't, but yeah, there you go. It's got little specks, and it's really not like a solid wood like a lot of other woods that I use on the house for framing. So I use this more for measuring as well, so I can get the right length. But as you can see, I cut the stick out after I painted it, and I put a pillar here. I'm still going to go up top. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to do gold here because I wanted it to appear just a little bit more bold in this room. I still have to do framing for the baseboards here and around, as you can see, in the window, both windows. And oh, by the way, I did do, let's see if I can get around here. I did do the bay window, and you can see it. And it's done. That's the bay window. Let me turn this around, move the stick. I'm gonna kind of show you how I do the bay window also. So give me a moment. I am going to show you. This is the bay window. The bay window is almost 100% complete. I do have to do framing here and on this side. And I may do a little bit of wood filler if need be, wherever I see it needs to be filled, just to get that more smooth look and finish when I paint. I went underneath and I finished it by putting wood, and as you can see up top on the inside of the room, also wood there to close that off so it'll have a neater look. And I put molding around it. The reason why I decided to go in this, I did tell you triangles, but the reason why I wanted to go flush more and 3 with the house is because you can see on the roof there's a variation of colors where you have the light, the dark, and the tan. And I want to kind of model that when I paint the molding. I want to model that. But that's the window. And let's see. When you look from the side, you can see how pretty that is. And it just looks so neat. So neat. I'm gonna see if I can turn this light on up top. Maybe give you a little bit more better look. There we go. Okay, so yeah, it looks very neat, and it really goes well with the house, because when I'm turning and I'm looking at all the other windows, it just really fits the house, and I'm excited about doing the downstairs once I start in that kitchen down there. So, but yeah, that is, and you could kind of see also the pillar that I put in the bathroom. This room is just going to be rocking for real. It's so much uniqueness that I want to put in this room for the bedding and the seating area, because when I traveled to Egypt and Jordan and Israel and Bethlehem, and just the Middle East, and the culture is amazing, and it's so laid back, so relaxed, so family, and I want to create that in this room as well and throughout the house. But certainly I want to really just do it up really good in this room where it's so inviting and like the party central for this whole house besides the kitchen when I get to that. But right now, this is everything I talked about previously. And I think I showed you the sliding door, but I did not show you that the door does open. And as you can see, it opens. Make sure that you guys can see that it opens in. It opens to the left and then to the right. Just slide, and then it stops. Slide, and then it stops. And the pictures that I put on the wall, these are finished and dried with flowers. And you can see the little girl. She's up there chilling, about to get the bar of soap and wash her hands on the stew that I made. So, yeah, but I will keep you posted, and you will see more work done in this room. You'll see a lot more work on the upcoming videos. Oh, let me show you one more thing too. Matter of fact, that's what I need. I'm going to show you. Hold on. I don't always use the measuring sticks. I use a lot of like molds, I guess you could say, stencils that I cut out. This is what I usually use, and I generally take these and I fit them into the room. And just I don't know if you can see that. I think you can. Yeah, I fit these into the room, and it's just regular copier paper, and I bend it, push it in there, and then I take a pencil or either something sharp and I cut along the edges, and that is how I get my cutouts for all of the paper that you see that goes on the wall. It's easier, and it's just, for one, I can't afford to keep buying paper and wasting money. So this is like the most truest, simplest way for me to be sure that I'm getting almost the exact cut or very close to it, and not wasting time or money, because the sheets of paper can add up. They're quite costly when you get the decorative prints like that. So yeah, and I get those from Jo-Ann Fabrics. So, but anyways, that is what I do. Also, I think I mentioned, if not, I do measure using a lot of these paper like sticks. It looks like wood, but it's really like a foam paper or something. And they're much lighter than wood. They're not dense or solid. And so these come like a dime a dozen, less than a dime a dozen. And they're very good also for measuring and getting exact as close as possible. And you can always cut with scissors or even break them in half like that. Very simple. So anyways, I will keep you posted. Thank you.